Yo, what is good, YouTube? And today we are back with another Hotel and Retreats. We're back with another stream, and today we're going to be playing some City Skylines. Some City Skylines. I'm going to be making a city from the ground up. But before we do that, I want to show you guys the city that I've been working on. It's called Gyre City. I just want to show you how everything looks and how this city, you know, how it's being ran. So, just to show you an example of what your city can look like if you're ever trying to get into the game. So this is my city. It's called Gyre City. So right here we have our cargo airport to export and import cargo in and out our city. And here we have the international airport, and that brings in people. So with that being said, let's get into it. Right here we have the entertainment district where, we build rockets. They have a lot of things to do over here. We have Gyre Heights. This is all residential, like where people live. Downtown is where all the skyscrapers are. Yes, what's good, Yana Shang? Business Beak is where also the other skyscrapers are, and we have a football stadium here. And we have the Kings District, which looks really good. We have the Baseball District, which looks really good too. Of course, it has a baseball stadium. We have the Teller District, and I'm not quite finished this city yet. So the Final Fairs, which is my farewell district, and the Richway District. And then we have the West Side District and the Tanalore District. So in this info views tab, we can see a bunch of things like our electricity outage, our water availability, our fire safety, our crime rate, our healthcare, our education, the population. My unemployment is at a whopping 2%. That's actually amazing. Our citizen happiness, our land value, our outside connections, residential levels, residential, commercial, industrial, and offices. Right here we have our leisure, which is basically things that people can do around the city. Right here we have our public transportation. We have our traffic. Our traffic flow is at 86%, which is actually it's great. I'm not gonna lie. So then we have our road maintenance, which how fast like they can go on the road. We have our pollution. We have our garbage processing. We have our traffic routes, wind, terrain, noise pollution, heating, districts, natural resources, radio coverage, earthquake detection, escape routes. What's good, Deja? Tours, tourism, which is how many people are coming to your city. My city's attractiveness is at 92%. We get 2,519 weekly tourists. Most of them are high wealthy and medium wealthy. This is the destruction, park maintenance, industry, post office, etc., etc. So this is what this city looks like. I kind of just want to do like an info view of it. I forgot how to do that. Let's do a cinematic camera of this city. So as you can see, we have people going in and out the subway. We see, some low residential homes and high residential homes. We see the highway with surrounding skyscrapers with the with residential homes in the back, as you guys can see. More residential buildings. We see the Grand Mall right up there. This is the clubs where you go out to party at night. They stay open 24/7. More people entering the subway. Bro, they could do better with the cinematic cam because they could show some beautiful shots of my city at night. My city looks beautiful at night. Some roads, which I don't know. You know what? This is how my city looks, chat. Look at this. Look at this beauty. Just straight skyscrapers. As you can see, as we move it along here, we can see the aquarium right there. We can see the Oriental Pearl. Just beautiful. And we have a river that flows through the middle of the city as well. Comes all the way out here to the highway. Comes here. But like I said, chat, we're going to be building a new city. We are going to be building a new city today. I'm going to teach you guys step by step on how to build a city, what to look for, and what steps you should take to build the city. Now, the way how I like to build cities is how I like to build cities. Now, what I would recommend you do is take what I'm teaching you or telling you, turn it into something that you can do better. You know, what I can do, put it in your arsenal, but do it better. Don't just copy me. Don't mimic me. You know, we all have our own creativity. You know, and let's hop right into it. So we're gonna start a new map. So we're gonna start with choosing our map. So I don't really know what map I want to play on. I want to play on the DLC map. I want to play on the DLC map. Oh, I didn't buy the hotel and retreats. Okay, interesting. Uh, oh yeah, I'm not doing that map. I mean, it would be cool to have a lot of islands, but like, hell no, I'm good. I like having a river that flows through the city. I'm not liking how this looks. I'm not. I'm not liking it. Yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and skip that. I'm gonna go ahead and skip that. It's a lot of trees. You know, I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna do a desert map. What should my city be called? Okay, so I'm gonna name it Veneza City. That's gonna be the name of the city. So I'm going to turn disasters off, and I'm going to unlock everything, cause fuck it. So chat, I've seen this really good highway that I kind of want to mimic. So that's what we're gonna start out first with. We're gonna start out building our highway into our city. Damn, shit, deserty. Damn, I don't know. Oh wait, let's take a look at this highway. Oh, it's just basic. Anyways, so we're gonna purchase a city tile. City dry as fuck. Yes, it is. I know mad pollution about to just get stuck here. I'm about to be so mad. But uh, so we're gonna work on our highway. Like I said, chat. I want to build the highway first. So we're gonna hold triangle, and we're gonna go into the areas tab, or it could be accessed through the up D pad. So we're gonna purchase this top tile, and it on the right it tells you your resources. It has a lot of oil. It has a lot of potential for farming, and trees or like wood basically. So we're gonna go ahead and buy that tile. So now, as you guys can see, we bought another tile within the city. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this whole highway. Okay, so like I said, I'm mimicking a video that I've seen, and I really like the highway, so I'm gonna mimic that video. So for right now, we have three. I like my lanes to have sound barriers. That's just a personal preference, but you don't have to have them with with sound barriers. That's just like I said, a personal preference. So it helps reduce noise in your city. That's why. So sound barriers help reduce noise in your city, much like it does in real life. Okay, so I'm going to have. So they're both. Everything's just going to start out a 3-lane, and then I'll mess with the lanes accordingly. Raise that. Wait, hold up. I'm not liking how this is turning out. Okay. I'm going to do it on this side too. Match that up. Match that up. And match that up. Okay. So I'm going to bring this a little bit further down. Alright, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to bring these actually a little bit further down too. So I'm going to flip these. So when you're creating roads and they're facing the wrong direction, you're going to hold triangle. And then you're going to go to change direction. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, so we've changed the direction. So this is going inside this way, and this way is going that way. So let's do the same for this side. Okay, good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make an exit lane coming off here. Want to make an exit lane coming off here. It's kind of hard because the terrain. The terrain is fucked up. Alright, let's see if we can still do it. This terrain is kind of throwing it off. Okay, well, that's going to go straight, and then this is going to veer off. So that's going to come like that. I don't like how that just did that. Just remain straight. So that's going to come out like that. And then we're going to fix this. Let me see how. Let me see if I can do this. And I'm not really liking how that came about. I know what to do. I'm gonna just put it like here or something. not really liking that either. Okay, now we got a slope too steep. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm going to bring that back some. I feel like that looks all. I feel like that's all right. That's fine. I'm gonna bring that more right here so it could be a little bit, just a little bit more smooth. I'm gonna bring that. Actually, yeah, like that. And then that can connect. So that way, they need to go this way, they can. Go that way, they can. Okay, so this way, we're gonna literally do the exact same thing. I'm gonna start it from back here. I want to have it match up with this one. So it's gonna start from back there. Bruh. I don't like that. See? Like. So I'm gonna have that line up. So that looks a lot better. That looks a lot better. And then here. I'm gonna do this. Bring that down. Okay, we might have a little space issue. That's fine. I can just. Oh, you said it's dry south like Las Vegas? Hey, yo. Okay. I don't like the way how that bends. So a lot of this for me personally, when it comes to building roads, it's a lot of trial and error. So, okay, that's not what I wanted to do. Like I like having my roads to be at least a little bit smooth. So, okay, so that takes care of that. I mean, it's coming out a little fucked up, but the way how they did it was on PC, so of course PC is gonna look so much better than console. So much better. So we're gonna start out. We're gonna do the same thing for this side. I could I already see that this highway is not gonna work for a large scale city. I can already see it. I can literally already see it. Okay. But just know that it's okay. Like I said, this is just for demonstration purposes, to be honest. So I don't like how I made that. Because now this right here is just gonna be like this. So the highway was something similar to this. So, but we're just improvising, to be honest, chat, because there's no way in hell I'm gonna make that highway look exactly like that. But it was something like this. But with PC, it's so much better to do it because they have a lot more tools than we do. But it is a really ugly highway now that I'm looking at it. But it's alright. I mean, you know what? Let's just clean it up. So, I kind of want to get rid of... I'll get rid of all the extra lanes. Like these ones. But one thing I will do... And then, let me fix this one too. Cause I don't like the way how that's kinda... Like I said, for me personally, it's a lot of trial and error when it comes to me making roads. So, it's in the shape of like a diamond. So, but what I will do is something like this. Bruh. Okay, perfect. Yeah, that's actually great, both of them. I will do something like that, but that's it, actually. So I'm gonna just call it with that. So, so chat, this is where I teach you the lane of mathematics. Where basically for your highway, for every exit lane or oncoming lane, you should add an extra lane. So I'm about to hit you guys with an example. You guys see how, let's just pay attention to the arrows. How there's an exit lane and then all the arrows are still going straight. You want one lane to be a dedicated turning lane. And in order to do this, I'm about to show you. So I want this highway to be 3 lanes. So it's going to start out 3 lanes from here. Boom. It's going to start out from 3 lanes. We're going to travel with it. We're going to take our time. So bam, we get to the exit lane. Now what we want to do is we want to put a 2 lane road down, a 2 lane highway road down. Bam, now we have our dedicated turning lane. So people won't be just sitting in that lane and they're traveling straight. It causes traffic. So we're going to do this all the way down until we come with our oncoming lane. Oh, but wait, we have another exit lane. So in order for me to compensate, I would make this a 1 lane road. And then since we have another oncoming lane, it will be a 2 lane road all the way down until, that's how it should be done when building your highways. Whenever you have an exit, delete a road. So if there are 3 lanes and you're coming up on the exit, 3 minus 1 is 2. So your after that exit should be a 2 lane road. Then you have your 2 lane road minus one exit. 2 minus 1 is 1, so you go into one road. You have an oncoming lane now. 1 plus 1 is 2, so it will go into a 2-lane road. However you want to do it, you can do it however you want to do it. But for my city, I'm going to follow that. I want to have dedicated turning lanes. So, and we're going to do the same thing for this way. We're going to start with 3 lanes all the way down. We're going to take our time. 3 lanes all the way down. Bam, we got to our first exit. Boom. Okay, so it's going to go down into 2. 3 minus 1 is 2. So we're going to go down into 2, all the way down, all the way down, all the way down. Now we have another exit lane. So 2 minus 1 is 1. So that means I want one road right here. But then 1 plus 1 is 2. We have our oncoming lane. And then that's going to be 2. Me personally, chat, I'm going to add more lanes as I see fit on how the city grows. Okay? So I'm going to come over here and do the same thing. For here, I think I want to start out with 3 lanes too. I feel like it makes sense with the way how my road is set up. So we're going to start out here. We're going to start out, okay, 3 minus 1, 2. Up. 2 plus 1 is 3. So we're going to go back up into 3. Oh, it's already on 3, so I can't switch it. Then we have an... Oh, wait. Hold up. That's too many lanes for me. So this is too many lanes for me. Because when I get down here, I'm going to have to change this into a 4-lane road. And I don't want that. So what I'm going to do is back here, I'm going to start it at a 2-lane road. Now we have our exit. 2 minus 1 would be 1. Now we have our oncoming lane. 1 plus 1 is 2. And then we have another oncoming lane. 2 plus 1 is 3. So we're going to go into our 3 lanes. Y'all with me? Y'all get it? If y'all have any questions, comments, or concerns, Yenis, Dejour, and whoever else is watching, feel free to ask them. This is a learning experience for everybody. You know, this is a safe space. Let's learn together. You know? So, continuing on. Right here, we're going to start out with 2. We're going to start out with 2. Our 2 lanes. We have our exit lane. 2 minus 1 will be 1. Actually, should I start out with 3? Yeah, because when I get down there. Then 1 plus 2 is 2. And then 2 plus 1 is 3. Bam. So this is our highway. And this is going to be our highway for a little bit until whenever. So now we have our highway set up. Bam. So now I'm going to go ahead and set up our utilities. Our utilities are basically amenities that we provide to the city. Necessities, as I should say. Not amenities. Necessities that we provide to the city. Such as water, electricity, garbage, trash cans, garbage collectors. Like, we have a whole... This is the essential. Oh, interesting concept. Thank you, Yenis. So, for right now, because I'm a little bit uncomfortable with this spot, but I'm going to make it work. But because there's no water flow, our pollution is just going to sit in this motherfucking water. So I'm going to place down my water pipes. We're going to start out with 4. And then I'm going to place down my water treatment, my sewage pipes. I'm actually kind of upset because there's really no water flow. So now, y'all see that line. That means it needs to be connected via pipes. Water pipes. So you're going to go to your water pipes and you're just going to connect them. Now, you want this to be connected throughout the entire city, so that's what I'm going to do that now. Get it done and out the way. Eh. Okay, so now I'm just going to fill in the lighter shades. I'm sorry, chat. I'm actually sick, so I'm sorry if I sound a little weird. I'm just trying to fight it. And chat, these lines don't have to be perfect. It's just that I'm kind of like, I be wanting them to be perfect. And shout out to the 3 people in the stream. If you guys haven't already, please hit that like button. I would greatly appreciate it. Okay, so because I know that we're gonna have waste pile up here, I don't want the waste going over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna put out some garbage collectors. There to help pick up that waste. Now, uh, now chat, because we put that down, we're going to need to provide it with electricity. And what I like to do is this: I like to put down an advanced wind turbine, which provides it with electricity, and then I could put these power lines down to stretch all the way here. Bam. And we're gonna be in negative money. It's gonna be okay. Wait a minute. Okay, so if you put too many water pumping stations down, it will flood or it will take away the water. I'm getting mad. Looks like I'm gonna probably have to spread these bad boys out. Yeah, looks like I'm gonna have to spread those out. All right, there we go. So we're gonna use that. Up, bruh. Like, can y'all stop playing with me? Let's see. See, look, I can see the cars driving on the highway already. Damn, why is there so much traffic going in and out of my city? City, like, what the fuck? But I most likely will upgrade them, the roads, chat. Like, damn, it look like it's mad cars moving throughout the city, like, just mad excess traffic. Like, what the fuck? Alright, so I probably won't. Okay. Wait, why does that one light up and not the rest of them? Oh well, fuck it. So we got our warden piping stations down. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start mapping out the city. So I'm going to pause it. As you guys can see, damn, bro, where my traffic at? 95%. Like, bro, what? So how I like to normally start, you know, coming into my city, I always love to start it off with a roundabout. So let me delete that. Have that come in. Delete that. Have something like that. But I'm most likely going to tone that down. Okay. I like how it goes like that. I'm not feeling that. If I'm being honest, I'm not feeling a little squiggly. Let me see something. Man, that's more acceptable. Maybe I need to just do it like this. Have it all like that for right now. So how I like to do it is then we're gonna have another one on through here because I don't like it interrupting the traffic of the roundabout. So I will always do something like this. Okay, it's not letting me connect it here, which I don't really understand why, but okay. So I will always do something like that. Also, I will always do something like this too. So, what I'm creating, chat, is the exit and entry points, by the way. So I always like to do something like that, and then something like. I like to have it closer in the middle. And then what I like to do is do something like this. Dead. What I do? What happened? I basically don't like to disrupt traffic on a roundabout. That's basically what it is. But now since I have all of that planned out, I'm going to put down a road and then connect them. What up? And the game was cheating with the water pump. Oh, sorry. I wasn't paying attention to chat at all. I was putting that down. So. So people coming off this highway should never take these two routes. I mean, unless they're turning around, but that's what I have this for. So if they do, I would just delete it. That's how I roll. I'll just delete the whole lane. So we're gonna bring that down, and then we're going to connect the roads. And then for this one, I always like to have just an outgoing lane. So it'll just be something like that. I make it so that you can only enter and exit the roundabout via here and here. But here is just an exit. So now we're going to go back and do our lanes. It's going to go into 2. Then 1. Back to 2. Then 1. And then it's going to be 2. But I'm not really liking how that comes into that. So I'm going to readjust it. That looks a little better. And I know it looks like it's a lot going on, chat, but it's not. Basically, they're coming into the city. They're coming into 3 lanes. They have a dedicated turning lane. They turn, boom. The other people keep going straight, boom. They're still going straight, boom. Then you have the people that are coming on. They're going to exit here, come out there, boom. Or exit here and go this way, boom. But I feel like you might get one of those instances where people are going to take this way and then turn here and then go over there. And it will happen. So, okay. I think what I want to do is I'm going to completely take that out. I'm going to have that go straight up. I'm going to change that into 2 lanes. And don't mind me, chat. I'm just thinking of the future. Me knowing how these AIs play this game. So with me personally, Chad, I spend a lot of time on my roads and highways, and making sure that they're as good as they can be. Because one thing about traffic, if it's not proper, your businesses will go out. So for purposes right now, I'm gonna leave that. Actually, no, I'm gonna actually have them do a U-turn here. I'm actually gonna have them just come back around, and then if they need to, they can just go. But I'm not really too sure. And I definitely do feel like that going under the ground is definitely way cleaner. All right, so I spent enough time on that. So that's that for me. Uh, Here I'm going to just put down a medium road. I'm gonna go all the way down. I'm gonna go all the way down here. I'm gonna go all the way down here. Oh my god. Since we have our highway right here, I'm gonna go under. It just looks a lot more cleaner that way. Then we're gonna go down. Now, chat, you're probably wondering what the fuck am I doing? I'm basically creating the outline of my city. And it's a little crooked, but it's alright. Fuck it. No, I'm not about to sit here and dwell on everything looking, picture perfect. So, the only thing I want to be perfect is my highways. I could care less about anything else. Yeah. Okay, I'm not liking the space. Let me bring that around. That's good. Oh lord. So in this case, I'm going to build a bridge. Because that was actually insane. Okay, so we have train tracks. So I'm going to delete them for now. Until we want to come back and use them. gonna connect it for now. So this is the general outline right now of my city. So the same thing I did over here, I'm gonna do over here. So I'm gonna put down a large roundabout. I'm gonna have 3 lanes coming in. Uh, so I'm just gonna do this. So we're gonna have this coming out. Have that going out too. But what I'm also gonna do is I'm gonna also build another like that so that they don't disrupt the roundabout. That's all I'm really worried about. Is the disruption of the roundabout. Oh shit. I fucked up again, chat. I'm gonna just do that. Fuck it. Then they're gonna enter 3 lanes. I was gonna go back down into 2. And it's gonna go back up into 3, which it already is. Then it's gonna go back down into 2. And then voila, we have this section. What time is it? I've already been streaming for an hour. Okay, in here. Okay. So now basically we have the outline of our city. That is the outline of our city. And one thing I did forget to add, chat, which I'm about to add now. Toll booths. Yes, yes. So that's one thing I like to add in my cities. It gives me money. Since people are already just randomly going through my city anyway, they're just gonna have to pay to use my road. So Hold on. It's actually pretty hard to get lined up. There we go. Since random people are already using my road anyway, why not put down a toll booth? Yeah. Yeah. And honestly, Chet, I'm gonna go ahead and put another one down. I know she ain't probably watching like. So that way, there's a toll booth leaving both ways out of my city. All right, chat. So what I am going to do now is I'm going to make this a 4-lane road. Turn that into a 3. Turn this into a 2. And then have this turn back into a 3. I'm surprised Finish Yang ain't say nothing about my toll booths. That motherfucker be on it. He was like, no, please. So they do need electricity. So that's what I'm putting down now. But I am gonna upgrade my my roads. Oh man. Okay, so I'm gonna upgrade this to a 4. Yep. So I just upgraded all my roads because I feel like they're gonna need to be upgraded anyway. So why not just do it now? Since this is gonna be the main highway, then I'll upgrade these roads. But since these are like inner city traffic, these roads can stay the same. All right. So we did our track. We did our highway. We did our highway chat, and we did. We have the outline of our city. Now it's time to low key fill in the city. So we're gonna fill in the city, and what I mean by fill in is with other is with more roads. Like I said, we have the outline of our city. Now it's time to really start filling it in with some more roads. Okay, so I'm probably gonna have a residential type thing up here. Okay, so I'm at a one-way here. So I'm gonna add a one-way there. Then I'm gonna add a one-way here. Okay, actually, I want to add a asymmetrical road. And I don't like to have traffic lights in my city. I know it sounds crazy, but it helps. I find it to help traffic flow better when traffic lights aren't in the city. Okay. So, like I said, this is going to be a residential area. I already got my toll booths down, so we're about to be making some money. So, I'm going to raise the prices of the toll booth to be $2 a car, $4 a trip. So that way, people who aren't, you know, visiting the city to provide goods won't be taking it as much or as often. So, like I said, I think I want most of this to be residential. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fill in one district and then I'm going to call it. So, I like to try to make extra space to put shit down and stuff like that. Since this district is most likely going to be a residential district, this is going to be a little okay for me because this is not going to be too much traffic over here. I'm going to split this in half. Make it a little unique, you know? Make some space, make it a little bit more compact so more houses could fit in. So I'm literally just going to mimic it. With this time, I'm going to do that. Damn, that looks pretty okay. Let me see something. Okay, yeah, that's good. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, like I said, since this is going to be a residential district anyway. I'm not liking that. Okay, so I think that's pretty good. Like I said, this is going to be all residential districts, so I don't like that being too close like that. So I'm just trying to create unique roadworks because these are going to be residential. So I kind of don't care about how the residential areas look. I try to make it look as unique as possible, just so it could look different, you know? That's kind of what I go for. I just go for a unique look. Like, I see how, like, I mean, they're grid squares, but they kind of look unique in the way how they connect that, and the way how they're shaped and stuff. Okay, I have more space here. And then, just so it could look nice, add a little bridge. See, look, I feel like it's gonna look good when the houses fill it in. Like I said, I just go for unique. I try to make as much space as possible to fit the most amount of houses as possible. But like I said, that's just me. So, alright, let me go delete the traffic lights because, like I said, me personally, I don't like traffic lights in my city. I feel like it doesn't. For me personally, it doesn't provide nothing but a headache. So, okay, I think that's fine. So, chat, this is going to be our first district. It's going to be a pretty big district. So, the way how you paint districts is you're going to go into zoning. You're going to go into districts and painting tools, and then you're just going to paint. You basically paint. This is just going to be one district. So go ahead and clean that up. So this is just going to be one big district by itself. So I'm going to change the name. You just highlight over it, click it, go to here. I'm going to name it the Lakeview District. So that's going to be that. I'm going to edit the houses to make it so that they are we're going to do mid-century modern, and then we're also going to make it okay. So I've painted my first district. So now what we're going to do is we're going to hold a triangle and go into our policies. This is where we set our policies for our city. So we have power usage, water usage. I'm gonna leave that off. Smoke detector distribution. I'm going to provide that amenity for my city. Pet ban. I'm going to allow my citizens to have pets. Recycling. We're going to be recycling, so I'm gonna turn that on. Smoking ban. I'm not going to ban smoking. Parks and recreation. I'm gonna leave that off. Education boost. No. Recreational use. I'm gonna turn that on. Free public transport. I'm gonna leave that off. School's out. I'm good. Harsh prison sentences. No. Extra insulation. No. No electricity for heat. No. Only electricity for heat. No. Helicopter priority. If there are emergencies on areas with this policy on, the services will use helicopters instead of ground. Okay. No. Prefer ferries. No. High ticket prices. No. Educational blimps. We'll do that. Recycle plastic. We'll do that. Uh, we'll get free Wi-Fi. So that's it for our services. Now we're going to go into our taxation, our taxes. So we're going to do a tax raise for the high, for high density and offices. So that's how that's going to go. So yeah. So then we're going to go to our city planning. We want to, and we want to encourage our both big and small businesses. I don't want them overlooking safety laws, so I'm not going to turn that on. Actually, hold on, doubles the amount of goods produced by his home. That might be a smart thing to turn on. Turns homes into much cooler smart homes to raise the land value. I'm going to turn that on. We're going to encourage biking, lightning rods, VIP area. We're going to filter industrial waste. And we're going to have an automated tool. And for our events, we're going to subsidize our youth. We're going to spend money on training them. And we're going to have max security. Actually, no, we're not going to have no max security. So, now we're going to go into our economy tab. So this is where I edit the taxes globally around the city. So For low density, they're going to pay 9%, but for high density, they're going to pay 3% more taxes than their low residency. Same here. And then this is going to be bumped to 11, and this is going to be bumped, I believe that's 12, and I believe this is fine. So we have our budget here. We're going to edit our budget. So I'm going to turn this all the way down. Electricity's fine, water is fine. Trash, we're going to lower that down to 84 for right now, but then we're going to raise it once our city grows. Same thing with healthcare. We don't need too many shits. Same thing with emergency services. Same thing with our police department. We don't need too much police. Same thing with our education. We don't need too many teachers. This could be dropped down to like 70. I mean, we could keep this on 100. I never really used it. Everything else can stay on 100 because none of these don't matter unless I use them because they're like transportation. Loans, we're not going to take out a loan. Income and expenses, we don't have any yet. And our investments is that. So yes. So we've got our city started. We're going to go ahead and go to save. And that's going to be it for me, chat. You know, our city's set up and ready to be built on. I'm sick, so I'm just ready to get off. And this is quite exhausting. Like, this is very exhausting. I know it may not seem like a lot, but chat, this is exhausting. Like, so I apologize. But don't worry, you know, I'll be back tomorrow. Actually, no, I'm gonna do this every other day. So I'll be back Sunday night with this, and we're gonna chill. Tomorrow, I'm gonna play a different game. But every other day, we're gonna continue the city to see the growth and let it slowly grow. You know. So with that being said, chat, I'll catch you guys on tomorrow's stream. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Peace out.